Jay, I like your point every time. Welcome back to YHS on Monster Island. We're here again this week. Lots of, you know what, it's a little light, but we got a lot of news to talk about. It's going to be a fun episode. But I don't know, whenever we're doing like regular YHS or Toy Anxiety, Craig, the other hosts of the other shows, introduces everybody every single time. Is that something that every podcast, should I be every single episode? Should I be saying, I'm Jacob Walsh, and here's Jay Key?
Nah, if you want to.
People know, right?
People know. Our names are right here in the little rectangles, too.
Anyway, I'm Jacob Walsh.
Hey, Jacob.
And this is Jay Key.
Nice to meet you.
Jay Key.
Oh, thank you.
Jay, how's it going, dude?
I am stressed out.
Uh-oh.
I'm very stressed out because you can't see it, but if I turn my computer around or my camera around, the monster room, the toy room, where I spend most of the time every day, is a freaking disaster zone.
Uh-oh.
Because of two things, my friend. One is because of me, and one is it was not because of me, and it is extra stressful. And I think I tell you, I think you're going to get like sweaty palms and stuff because it's pretty crazy. Okay, the first one's my fault, or my doing, not my fault, is I made the call, and I told you this, that I'm selling all of my NECA Ninja Turtles, the entire animated line. So I've been packaging up, making sure all the accessories, there's a million accessories in all those bags or those boxes. And I think I have about 58 listings that have went up.
So you're not trying to sell it all as one lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it separately. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. But so in the middle of the room, there's just a giant stack of NECA Ninja Turtle boxes. Okay, great. The other one, so I won't go too deep into the backstory, but our house has had some pipe issues, some slab leaks and stuff over the last 4 or 5 years. So we made the tough call to go ahead and get this whole thing repiped. So our entire house gutted and repiped with like PEX piping as opposed to old copper, which we had in the house.
Yeah.
So everything's good. I'm up here working in the office, and they're in the attic, and they're doing something and just hitting on the wall very, very, very hard. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And then boom, my entire wall of 89 Bio-Gochis. I saw 50 of them fall off the wall, luckily onto carpet, and luckily they're soft vinyl. Nobody was injured. But I sat there and just a cascade of Safubi raining down, knocking over my Yamato Takaru Bandai that was sitting on a different tower kind of the side, crashing to the ground. I have a huge display up there with all these X Plus. Now those things would break if they fell. And I have the bigger ones up there, and they're just, I could see them as they're banging on the wall from the inside. They're just kind of slowly but surely getting closer to the ledge. So I went up there, I start pushing them back. The Safubi have already hit the floor. But it was just the one wall, and it was all 89s. And so literally 50 just fell crashing to the ground in a matter of seconds. And so
that's terrifying.
Off the floor, but I haven't put anything back yet. They just finished all the work. And between that and getting rid of, an entire collection, I'm going to do a little reorg. So I just have a lot of crap everywhere. And I feel like I'm the boxes and the toys are just closing in on me here. So
that's stressful, dude. That is stressful.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, that's very scary. Toys falling over is, hearing a noise in your house is the scariest thing to a collector because there's no telling what it can be. Dude, you're gonna sell your animated NECA collection on the eve of their 100th animated turtle figure?
I'll tell you why that's okay. It's because when that came out, didn't even faze me. That was like, what? That's my validation.
Get rid of them, dude.
Yeah,
it's a lot of toys. It's too many toys.
It is, and it got to the point where I thought about it, and I was like, "Am I enjoying when they're coming out?" And hit or miss. And it hasn't been as enjoyable. They're taking up so much room. And I asked, well, do I want to just keep the ones I like? Because that's typically how I collect. But then I was like, nah, kind of don't. I was like, let's just get rid of them. I'll probably make a bit of money on some. I'll definitely lose on a lot of the newer ones. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Get them out the door. And then that gives me basically 2 detolfs in the top of a detolf to put more stuff.
It's a lot of toys. You got a lot more space coming. I mean,
am keeping the vintage though. I am keeping all my vintage. I'm not touching that.
Good.
It's just the NECA line.
That line is probably, if you think about it, it's one of the most complete toy lines I think we've ever seen. It's covers, amazing. And it's still going pretty strongly. I don't think there's any signs of it ending anytime soon. I think they're going to make every single thing they can make of that line, and maybe in a couple years it will be the kind of thing where it's like, whoa, that people will look back and be like, that's just one of the best toy lines ever. But I think so, stuff, man. It's too much stuff.
And believe me getting rid of it has nothing to do with my perception of the quality or anything like that. It's just I had to make a call, and that one took up so much room, and I had to make the call on it. It's I think it will go down as, especially in this era, one of the top lines of all time, one of the most deep lines, also great quality. I mean, they're going to start doing figures of the opening and closing credits. I mean, they really are. I mean, it's getting to that point. It's pretty amazing, and I'm glad they're still selling, because I love walking by and just looking at them. Like I said, that's why I bought them. I just love them, and but it's time to turn those DTOS into nothing but Safubi Ultra Kaiju or something really cool, because my Ultraman collection is getting a little big over here, so got to move it down there.
That's cool though, man. That's not a line I collect either, but there are ones that I'll pick up here and there. I do. I mean, this. I collect the movie line, but the animated, I can't do both. I'm like, I can't do the movie. The movies call to me more than the animated ones. Too, so
fair point.
But I mean, NECA still gets me with I'm buying the Last Ronin figures. I'm buying the Universal Monster Ninja Turtles. I'm buying some of the weird one-offs. I bought. The Triceraton from the Mirage comics, which I don't even really read, but it's a cool looking, it's a good looking toy, man. So
they're all good looking.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, I recently just moved all my Ninja Turtles out of this room because they were taking up a full DTOF, and I just didn't want to do that. So I got one square right here that's just classic stuff. That's the Turtle Van, and I'm just gonna have some of the old stuff. But everything else, all my NECA stuff, it's in the hallway. I bought two more. I have two DTOFs in my hallway now, and it's all the Ninja Turtles are out there because I'm just it's just too much, man. I'm getting to a point where I want less modern toys in this room and more vintage toys in this room. So everything's going out.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there, and it just these are hard, tough decisions. This isn't it's not oh, I didn't like them anyway. It's no, I mean, I bought 100 of them, you
literally bought almost 100 of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a ton, and all the loot and all the loot crates and everything. So it's just, got to do it. Got to make room for some more stuff that we can show off on this show.
Yeah, for sure. Jay, what are you wearing?
Oh, you like this shirt? This is a J Key original. It's something that we say on this podcast a lot. No one likes Amanda. It even has the YHS on Monster Island tag on there. But yes, we should talk Craig into putting this on the below the collar site. Where you can
is it not? Where did you get it from? Did you just have it made somewhere separately?
Okay, I just do it on my TeePublic. Yeah.
Well, then
I have some of my old stuff on there.
Get all those designs. We're going to talk shop on the actual show for a second. Get all those designs, all the designs we already have. Send them to Craig, and he'll put them right on the.
I love it.
We'll do it. We'll put them all on below the collar.
No one likes Manda.
No one likes Manda, dude. That is a funny shirt. I want to see you wear that to G Fest.
Oh, it is. It's in the rotation.
People are going to complain about it.
Oh yeah, I bought. Oh, the funniest thing is the photo here is the YMSF figure because I didn't want to use anything that I mean, I know this is technically copyrighted
because Toho's gonna.
Yeah, but anyway, he's there. He goes to G Fest. I'll be right next to him, and I'll be like, no one likes him, and he'll be looking at me like, what the heck's going on? So I have this one. I already planned out the boothing at G Fest. I'm gonna do this one. I'll probably wear my new Toku Toy Town shirt I made, and then I'm gonna wear my hashtag 8989s, and hopefully by then maybe I'll have 89. So anyway, but yes,
that's
Manda.
Awesome.
First ever Manda t-shirt probably ever.
Jay, we're going to get into, so we don't, this week's a little different. It is mainly a news episode. There's no big topics. We didn't watch any, movies that we're talking about really, but you do have something on the list that you watched.
I do. Well, actually, I'd never heard of this, and you sent me the most recent upload, I guess. So it's and it's going to sound funny. I'm sure a lot of people that listen to us and watch us are like, yeah, dude, this guy has like a bazillion followers. Like he's pretty famous.
I noticed. I also watched all of them, and I was looking. And I was like, "Oh, this has been watched 3 million times."
Yeah, I know.
It
So
it is.
we are late to the party.
Everybody knows we're late. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I guess. Do you think it's Quazies or Quazies?
Quazies, maybe.
That's what I was going with. Okay, so but it's like Space Monster Wong Magui. Who the hell knows? But yeah, so Quazies. This YouTuber does a lot of cool, like digital animation and it's really really cool stuff. He started doing some Godzilla centric stuff that like is hilarious. The animation is funny, but you sent me the most recent one, the Gigan's Big Score, and then I went back and watched the other two, which is like Little Godzilla Makes a Hamburger, and the other one was Anguirus on Vacation.
Yeah,
they're hilarious and they're so funny, and they have a lot of cool references there, and the animation is wonderful. But the Gigan's Big Score, the one that just came out, I mean, is that one of the best Godzilla things that we've seen?
It's amazing.
Since Singular Point,
it's amazing. And when so a friend sent it to me, and when I first saw it, I thought it was like an official. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Toho's doing a Godzilla cartoon." It is so good. Everything about it is good. The animation is great. It's really smooth. It just everything looks professional. It looks so good. It is very funny. There's no dialogue. It's all dialogue. But it is very funny. There's all these references. All the monsters are, on display, and it's just really cool. All 3 of the episodes are awesome. And
their personalities are so well done. Like the Gigan and Megalon like live together. Gigan is like this, they're not considered. They can't get into the big bad room because they're not elite villains. But Gigan obviously, he's trying his best, and Megalon just kind of like, I don't know, I won't say dumb, but a little bit, just unaware of everything going on, and just like happy being who he is. And it is so funny, and they're how they do Space Godzilla and Titanosaurus and Anguirus. All of them are hilarious. They have these funny personalities, these backgrounds, and they carry over from episode to episode. And it is, it's amazing. I really hope everybody goes and watches these because they were like 10 to 15 minutes each, and they were some of the best kaiju media that we've had in a long time. And once again, I know everybody's probably seen these a million times and we're late to the party, but I'm glad we finally made it to the party.
Well, I was like, when I watched them, I was thinking, I better download these or rip these to my computer before Toho fucking ends this account, because
I know
it's kind of crazy that they're even up.
It's lasted.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh no, but I love these. I want them on a VHS. I want this person to make these available. It was so great.
Gigan texting, you just won't stop texting Ghidorah as he's in the bar and stuff is hilarious. You just get like the text, you see the phone, it says stop texting or stop messaging me, I'm trying to enjoy the bar, and then Gigan shows up at the bar. It's so funny. And Kamakura, all the Kamakurai are all like the bartenders and or the security, and it's so funny.
All of it, everything. And there's all these like weird little dude. Whenever in the Anguirus episode, he lives with Gorosaurus, and there's like Gorosaurus is watching the TV, and when it shows what he's watching, there's 2 photos on either side that are real pictures of like actresses hanging out with the Gorosaurus costume. And I was like, this is so. And there's shit like that throughout the whole thing. There's little Dorats and stuff. Like
the Dorats are hilarious, and they're fighting. They have them fight when they're walking in the one of the Anguirus is walking by one of the villages. They have them like fighting like a dog fighting ring. That was really funny. They had some good. I love in Anguirus's hut. You have the pictures, and you have one of Godzilla Land, of him and Godzilla in that style animation. I thought that was hilarious.
There's like a couple times where it jumps to that animation. It was so good.
So guys, go watch it. Quazies. I think his YouTube channel is called Quazies, and it is awesome. And I'm sure his other stuff, his non-Godzilla stuff, is really cool too. I haven't had a chance to.
Well, no matter what it is, like it is so legitimate the way it's all. It's just it is so good looking. Like that person is going to be given jobs based on those anime. Like they are. There's no way. But yeah, they're great.
Oh, did you in the intermission where they did some profiles on some of the monsters? Did you read the Biolante one?
I did. I read them all. Yeah,
that one is. I was like a little heartbreaking, but I thought it was so great that like it's considered an it, and it doesn't understand monster language, so it can't make any friends.
That bummed me out, yeah. But I like that Biolante shows up in the other two too, like in the background and a couple. I was like, this is cool. But.
And Space Godzilla carrying the number one uncle mug or world's best uncle is so funny.
He's making fun of everybody. Yeah, the whole thing was great.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so everybody go check that out. Quazies YouTube. It'll be a fun watch, I promise.
I didn't watch anything else. I don't know if you did. Cool.